Welcome to Japanese Quest. This is just going to be a quick side quest stream. Sometimes on this channel, we'll do a side quest where we work on something creative. Hi, kitty. Or we work on maybe a game that doesn't have as much language in it, more just for fun. And you can kind of just ask questions in Japanese if you want, or just kind of watch and relax. Kind of up to you. I was wanting to use a map of Japan later on the show today, so I thought I'd work on that and kind of show how I made these maps. So I use this program, this free art program, GIMP. I don't really know how to use it, so if anyone in the chat knows how to use it, I could use your help. But basically started with making this outline of Japan, which is more or less tracing a different map of Japan that I found. Then added color to it. Then made a video game Japan map with the cities are just randomly placed. They can be moved around later, but this will kind of gives us a sense of the journey that we're going to try to take on this channel. Let's see. And then there's the Japanese language Japan, which shows the language that we're going to try to learn as we continue the journey. But I didn't make just a normal Japan map, and I realized we probably should have one. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do that. Again, I'm not an expert at this, but let's give it a try. So this is the map I'll be using. I need to make sure to do a save as so I don't copy over it, but I'm not going to add all the cities, but if anyone has any recommendations of what cities we should add, you can make recommendations in the chat. But yeah, this is just kind of for fun. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask. I might not see the chat as quickly because it's not on the screen right now, but I'll try to look at the chat over there. Let's kind of zoom in on Kyushu. Let's work on Kyushu. Okay. So here's Kyushu. I think on Kyushu we definitely want Nagasaki, Fukuoka, and let's look at the Google map here. Let's see. This is about the same size. This doesn't need to be exact, so I'm not going to trace it. I'll just try to ballpark it. I think we also want Kumamoto and anything else. Let's just kind of see. Maybe Kitakyushu. We'll see what we can fit on there. So I think I'll make some points like I did for the other one. If we go to pencil tool, I think that should work. Yep, it looks like it's the right size, I think. Let me check the pencil size over here. Yep, 20 is the size I used for the cities. It's pretty big, probably kind of too big, but it stands out on the larger map. So Nagasaki, let's look at exactly where Nagasaki was. Wow, this is big. So Nagasaki looks like it's right down in this area, kind of here. So let's make a Nagasaki dot here. Okay. These dots won't work quite as well as with a video game map. For that one, I'd put the dots in easily to see places that didn't correspond to where any real city was. This time they'll be overlapping the border a bit more because a lot of cities tend to be in the coast, but we'll see how that works. We can always scrap this idea entirely if it's not good. Let's try to make a Kumamoto. I went through Kumamoto last summer. They have really cool mountains, some really cool volcanoes. Let's make Kumamoto about here, it looks like. Okay. I also really recommend going here. This little island here is a volcano, really famous volcano in Japan called Sakurajima, and it's really beautiful. It's almost constantly erupting, so you can see the smoke billowing up from it. Go here, I recommend, if you're ever in Japan, in Kyushu. Okay, Nagasaki we have Kumamoto. I'm not sure how much more room we'll have when we start writing the names of the cities. So let's make a Fukuoka up here. That looks about right. I hope, I think. Okay, there's Fukuoka. Let's go to Shikoku. Let's see. Let's move our Google map. I think we want at least one city on Shikoku. I believe Tokushima is the biggest city. So maybe let's make it Tokushima. Looks like about right here for Tokushima. And I'll make the words later. Okay. So when I lived in Japan, I lived here in Yamaguchi Prefecture. There's no big cities there. Not any huge cities anyway. Shimonoseki is the biggest here in the capital, Yamaguchi. I don't think we'll make a dot there, but we'll definitely make Hiroshima. Let's figure out where that would be. Okay. So it looks like Yamaguchi here. We've got the bay here, and Hiroshima looks to be about here. Yeah, let's go. Do that. Okay, let's just see how it looks bigger. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 in Kyushu. We've got Tokushima, we've got Hiroshima, so we're making progress. We can always add more cities later if we want to, but I think that looks good so far. Looks better when you zoom out. Okay, so we have Hiroshima. What's next? Okay, Okayama looks like a bigger city. I don't think I've been there. I've gone through there, I think, on the Shinkansen. Kobe, Osaka, Kyoto, definitely. Could be hard to write the words because they're kind of close together, but let's make Kyoto and Osaka and Kobe. Let's see over here. Oh wow, don't even have a lake here. I guess I didn't have that on the model. Let's just guess then. So Osaka seems to be about here. Okay. And Kobe looks to be about here. Let's move this over a little bit. Kobe looks to be about here. Okay. And then Kyoto looks like directly kind of north from Osaka, kind of halfway up. So about here. Looks good. Okay. Let's move over. We definitely need Nagoya. Let's see where Nagoya is. It looks like this is pointing to Nagoya here. So let's try that. Okay. Let's continue. Let's look again, see how it looks in the big map. Does that look about right? Yeah, I think it looks about right. So Tokyo and Yokohama are both obviously huge cities. Let's make sure we get those on there. Maybe we can add Hamamatsu or Shizuoka later if we have room. Let's see. Also, if there's any Japanese people watching the stream, you can tell me where you live. We can draw that on the map. Jibun no sumu basho oshite kudasai. Chizu ni kakimasu yo. Let's see. So it looks like, so here we have Chiba. And so Yokohama would be, again, this is not perfect. This is not a perfect science. Let's say about here. Okay, and then Tokyo, a bit more up. Let's say up here. Close enough. This is not a perfect map. It's just to give us a sense of it. It's supposed to have kind of a hand-drawn quality, so if it's not perfect, that's good. We definitely use Sendai and Niigata. So let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, this could be a little trickier to figure out here. Okay, Niigata looks like we have this island here. Go down from this island, and we should be good here. About here. Yeah, looks good. Let's see if I can move this camera down a little bit to see this griffin, Neko, a little bit better. He's sleeping as we're working on this. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Sendai. Here's Sendai. Let's find out where that will be. So if we go back from here, it looks like Sendai is right around here. Going up. So it's not as big a city as Sendai, but I spent some time in Aomori last summer, and I loved Aomori. It has this lake right here called Towada-ko. Let's zoom in. Yeah, Towada-ko. I really recommend going here if you ever are in Japan. It's incredibly beautiful. You can walk along this creek called Oirase Keiryu, and it's incredibly beautiful. Where is this? You can take a bus there for free if you have the JR Rail Pass. Anyway, I was hoping I could find some pictures or something of it, but yeah, I'll type that in because it's too cool to not show. Oirase River Keiryu, which means like creek basically. Yeah, check this out. It's really cool. I really recommend checking it out if you're ever in Japan. It's maybe one of the best places you can visit. There's really cool waterfalls. Taki in Japanese, taki. Waterfall is taki. They have many, and they have signs at each one. They have all kinds of rapids like this. Everything's covered in moss, and people there on the path will look at the moss with magnifying glasses. Moss is called koke, so there's kind of a koke no sekai, a world of moss you can discover with looking through magnifying glasses. If you're ever in Japan, in the Tohoku region, the more northern region of Honshu, this has got to be one of the coolest places to go for a walk anywhere in the world. Anyway, let's go back to where we were. Let's zoom out. And again, I will be streaming again later at the normal time of 8 o'clock. This is just a kind of a side quest to make a map. So if anyone's watching, this is not the main stream. I'll be streaming later at 8 o'clock Central, so about 3 hours from now. This is just to make a map that I'll probably be using later, if it turns out decently. So yeah, anyway, Aomori. It's a cool name for a city because Ao means blue, Mori means forest. Put the two kanji together, Aomori. Let's see if we can draw Aomori on here. So we have this area, and Aomori looks to be right here in this bay. Okay, looks good. Ando Hokkaido. So when you first enter Hokkaido, you can go to Hakodate. That's where I stayed when I left Aomori. Took the train to Hakodate, so let's draw Hakodate here. There we go. Also very much recommend Hakodate. Hakodate has maybe one of the best views in Japan. It's considered one of the best views, one of the 3 best views in Japan. If you climb the mountain in Hakodate, it's an amazing view, especially at night. hundreds of people crowd up there to watch, look at the view. Let's continue into Hokkaido. I think we'll have at least 3 cities here, for sure Sapporo and for sure Asahikawa. So let's try drawing those here. Okay, this could be a little trickier, but Sapporo looks like it's about, let's say here. And then Asahikawa. This could be trickier because it's kind of in the middle. But if we go up from here, it looks like Asahikawa's kind of in line with this bump here. Let's see if we can find a northern reference on Asahikawa. Okay, so if we go down from here, over here, Asahikawa seems about here. Okay, and I think we want the northernmost city here, Wakannai, which I've heard is used for puns sometimes because wakannai can be a informal way to say I don't wakarimasen, wakaranai. Sometimes young people might say it like that. So I've heard there can be puns for this name, wakannai, in Japanese. Here we go. Let's put it here. All right, let's see. Are we done with the dots? Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see if we can remember what they all are and put some titles in. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. All right, let's try with font 50. I believe that's what was used on the other ones. So let's just try that. Okay, Nagasaki. This text thing on GIMP, I don't know how to use it properly. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it jumped up again. Nagasaki. No caps. Oops. Nagasaki. Okay, we want to change. Wait, were they black in the other maps? Yeah, they're black. Okay, so Nagasaki, 50 point. Let's see if we can change that font down to 50. Okay. So now we have a Nagasaki. And rather than doing this over again, I'm going to see if I can copy and paste this some places. So we need 3 cities here. We're just going to make a lot of Nagasaki's all over Japan right now. Hiroshima is now Nagasaki. Tokushima, Nagasaki. Kobe, you're Nagasaki. Osaka, you're now Nagasaki. Kyoto, you are Nagasaki. Nagoya, also Nagasaki. Yokohama, definitely Nagasaki. Tokyo, yeah, you're Nagasaki as well. This city, oh no, did I forget what this city was? I know Sendai. What was this city again? I've got to work on my geography clearly. Okay, let's zoom out. Niigata, right. Okay, Niigata, no, Nagasaki. At least you got the N though, that'll be helpful. Aomori. Hakodate. Wakannai. Asahikawa. Sapporo. Okay, now I think I can just change those. Otherwise, if someone knows a better way to use this program, please tell me, but this is the best way to know how to do it. And the other thing that I feel like if I write from here, it will like switch the font again, I think. Let me make sure. So if I write, oh, I think I missed one Nagasaki here, because I have Kumamoto, Nagasaki. Oh no, I think there's Kumamoto. Okay. Let's try writing Fukuoka. Yeah, see, it makes it big, so let's undo that. I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but I don't know them, so let's write Fukuoka. And then we're going to be deleting a lot of N's. Again, I just got this program, don't know how to use it, but we can try. And then here, Kumamoto. I think that's how you write it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I realize I haven't been wearing headphones this whole time, so I wouldn't hear if some things went on, so I just put headphones on. Okay, next city I think was Hiroshima. Down here was, I believe it's Tokushima. Let's double check. Yep. Tokushima. Okay. So now we have, let's move a few of these around so it looks better. Using the move tool over on the right. Okay. Nagasaki down here. Good. Fukuoka up here. Uh-oh, this island's gonna be in the way. I think that works. Kumamoto. Let's see. Will that work? With the black on black, might not work so well, but let's put it there for now. I can maybe change this later. Oh no, don't want to move everything. You've got to actually click on the word. It's kind of a weird system. Tokushima. Again, this one, not perfect. Okay, let's keep going. Changing some text. So here we have Kyoto. I did a homestay in Kyoto. Maybe the most beautiful city in Japan. It's a really cool city. I recommend, if you ever can do a homestay there, travel in Kyoto. Definitely do it. Okay, Osaka. And Kobe. Uh-oh, what's happening over here? What does that say? Nasakia? What? Something got weird here. Let's just change this to Kobe. Whoa. That's not what we need. And if anyone just tuned in, this is not the main stream. This is just going to be a kind of side quest today. We'll do some side quests here that are more chill. People can just ask questions on Twitch if they want. If you're watching on YouTube, you can come to Twitch. The channel should be linked there. You can make a comment. You can chat, ask some questions, suggest cities that I can add on here. I'm sure I'm missing some good ones. If you live in a city, you can suggest it. Let's see. Let's try to move some of these to make it look a bit better. Again, I think this area will be difficult because everything's so close together, but Kobe actually should be more over here. I might have to work on a different system. Let's try there for now. Okay. Okay. That may work if I fine-tune a few things there. Okay. I think we're missing one city now. So let's get one more Nagasaki. So we can make Nagoya much easier since we have some of it already. Nagoya. Oops. Okay. Let's look at our Google map, make sure we're in the right place. Looks right. Okay. Yokohama. Tokyo. Okay, it was Sendai and Niigata, I believe. Excellent, we have the N. Niigata. Sendai. I went through Sendai on the Shinkansen on the way up to Aomori, but I haven't stopped there. Not yet. Okay, Sendai. Going north to Aomori and Hakodate. Aomori? No, that's wrong. Aomori's down there. That's Hakodate. Whoops. Aomori. Hakodate. Okay. Sapporo. Sapporo. Should be like that. Then we're up to Asahikawa. I still haven't been there yet. Want to go there. Asahikawa. Northernmost point. Wakanai. Let's double check everything up here. So we have Hokkaido, Asahikawa, Sapporo. I would love to put the kanji in too. I'm not sure if we have room with my current map format, but that's something to think about. Wakanai in the north. Okay, that looks good. Let's see. Let's zoom out and see if it looks similar to our map. Oops, need to delete an N. And let's move some words around. Try to make it look a bit better. Again, when we did these other maps for the video game Japan and the Japanese language Japan, I could pretty much put the cities anywhere to make a room for the words. But when you are using the real Japan, it's not quite so easy. Let's see if we can make it look a bit better. Let's see here. Wakanai looks easy enough because you've got all that water. Looks good. Saikawa. Hokkaido is huge, so that should work. Sapporo. Also, thank you Hokkaido for being massive. We learned the word oki yesterday on the stream, the word for big. So thank you for being oki. Let's see, Hakodate. Let's just put it here maybe because it fits better. I don't know. Oh no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Maybe I need to zoom in, but okay. Hakodate. Let's just leave it here for now. Aomori. Let's leave it here. Sendai. We can move a little bit. So with this map, I was thinking, I make a lot of materials for Japanese Quest. I could show making some of them kind of like doing creative stuff. Maybe some other people do. Maybe this could inspire some other people to make their own materials. I've never made maps, so this is just the best I can do. I'd love tips. But I thought also this could be a way to learn some cities in Japan, maybe a little bit of geography. I recently traveled in Japan, so it's cool to look at where all the cities are again. To actually write them myself for the first time. Kind of fun. Yokohama. We can put Tokyo fully on land, I think. Yeah, that works. Yokohama, I think, can work there. Nagoya, let's move down a little bit. That works. Okay, Osaka is not ideal. Let's maybe move Kyoto out of the region. Or no, that's a different city. Oh no, we're messing up cities. Nagoya goes here. I forgot, it is super cramped over there. Yokohama goes down more. I think that can work. Okay, so Kyoto again, we gotta move down. Of course I can change font size and things, or like give a border if needed, but I kind of want to keep the styles consistent with the font if possible. I don't know though. This region could be hard to do that with. Kobe. If we move Hiroshima over, Kobe could work here. Because Hiroshima has all of Yamaguchi to expand into. Good, that works. And then maybe if we move Nagoya down a little bit, we can make room for Kyoto. Okay, at least get it fully readable. It's a little confusing, but maybe Osaka can go more down here. Maybe. Not perfect, but it may work. Kumamoto, I think, looks the most unreadable. Let's see if we can do something about that. I think I'll work on that one later. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit more. I think that looks decent. Let's put a title. Japan. Let's, okay, make sure that's big enough. All right, let's change the layer so we can kind of see the whole thing. All right, let's compare to the other maps now. Okay, looks pretty good. Hello, looks good for me. Good to hear. I see a comment from Vincentite. Yeah, I'm planning to use this map later today on the stream at 8. So this is just kind of a side quest to make this map. I realized it'd be cool to have a map of like the real Japan as well as these other maps. Let's compare them now. So here we have the map of Japan, the real Japan. But if you can't go to Japan, you can't always go to Japan if you don't live there. You can go to Video Game Japan. Let's see how they look. Ah, so they look similar. There's more cities in Video Game Japan. Maybe I should add more cities to real Japan. Maybe I can do that later. These are some of the biggest cities. What do you think? Do you think I should add more cities to real Japan? They're harder to fit because they're clustered and they're around the border, but I think it kind of looks good enough. So we have Video Game Japan, and then while you travel through Video Game Japan or real Japan, there is also a third Japan, Japanese language Japan. And the deeper you go into the country, the more language you'll find. The idea with this map is that when you start at the south, where we're starting, and move up, the language gets more difficult. With the games, I try to make them roughly get more difficult. You'll notice in Hokkaido's games like Yakuza 0, the Yakuza games, they're supposed to be fairly difficult, so I put them more up north, but it's generally kind of random. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is not the easiest game in Japanese, but we're starting there just because it's a really cool game. Ideally, if you're starting playing games in Japanese, it is better to play a game that has furigana, so you can read the kanji more easily. So I see a comment again. I think it's fine. Japan is very cramped. True. So adding more is going to be difficult to read. True. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's kind of good the way it is. But I did need Kobe, Kyoto, Osaka, even if it's difficult. So yeah, again, if you weren't here at the beginning, we started with this outline, then added color, made this Japan here, made video game Japan here. So you travel through the virtual Japan. You can go here even if you aren't in Japan. Someday, if there's better virtual reality games, you can even go here virtually. I'd love to do that someday on Japanese Quest if I get virtual reality and there's some good games. It seems like the technology is there now. There's just not the games to really do it. But imagine if you could do virtual reality and like travel in Japan, like travel in the real Japan with a VR headset. You could do that with friends, and that would be amazing for language learning. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So I think I'll stop this stream pretty soon here, so I can have some dinner, get ready for the stream later tonight at 8. So I think I'm about ready to sign off. Kitty's still sleeping here. Let's see. Yep, he's still sleeping. Let's see if we can see him a little better. There's the kitty. Okay, so I think we're going to sign off for now. Sayonara. I'll see you guys at 8. We'll be streaming in about 2.5 hours. Again, playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, teaching Japanese. If you want to see more information about it, check the Twitch. It's Twitch Japanese Quest at Twitch, so twitch.tv/Japanese Quest. You can also find it on YouTube. Yep, see you later. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for stopping by. We'll probably use this map later. We'll see if I can get it working with the broadcasting system and everything. And ja, mata ne.